Okay, you're here. Okay, Joyce is here. Okay. All right. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe?
I can see you.
I can't really hear you. Okay, yeah, you can see me. Okay, so today we're doing the lab. So I want you guys to be ready, okay? Good. So one of you needs to come in the microphone because I cannot do the lab and come touch the phone because I will be having gloves on. So I need a volunteer to tell me who wants to be the volunteer.
Okay, I'll be the volunteer.
Okay, you're going to be the volunteer. Okay, sounds good. So you have to keep communicating with me, okay?
Okay.
So remember, I sent you guys something last week. I sent you this paper, right?
Yes.
About the heat of
solution lab.
heat of solution. Uriel, I can barely hear you for some reason.
Oh.
Too small.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Try it. Hold on. Just increase the volume. Try it again.
Hello.
Okay. Much better.
Okay.
All right. Can you see my setup here or not, everybody? So
Yes.
you can see my table. Can you see my table? You can see my setup here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. So I will be doing this lab in this particular paper that I sent you on the back, this particular table right here. Okay. So that's table 1. You're going to write your data down. Okay. When I'll be doing the experiment, I'll tell you how much is what. Okay. And then we'll move forward from there. Sounds good?
Okay.
All right. Just see. Okay. So first thing first, I have to be careful about one thing, which is I need to be careful about my lab coat and lab safety. Okay. So first thing first, I'm going to use my lab coat. My lab coat is on. What else do I need to put on? What else am I need to put in my goggles. Good. So let me just put in my goggles. Okay, goggles is on. What else?
Mask.
Yeah, I need my mask. So I'll just wear my mask because it's hard to put a goggle on otherwise. There we go. My mask is on.
Are you
Now I get. Sorry, say that again.
Are you gonna be handling like any acids? Then I think you would need gloves.
Okay, good job. I need my gloves. That's what I was looking for. And important thing is I can't show you, but I'm wearing shoes that are closed-toed. What does closed-toed mean?
It's like sports shoes, training.
Yeah, well, it's cold here, so I'm wearing boots instead. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me just check something here. Somebody just send me a chat. Okay, good. All right. So this is how I'm going to be doing my experiment. I have a couple of setups here, and I'll show you what I have. Okay. So if I just move around, you'll see what I have here. So this right here, what is this thing called?
Scale.
Good, that's a scale. This right here is called a?
A graduated cylinder.
Yeah, it's a graduated cylinder. This right here, it's very simple.
Beaker.
Good. So the chemicals that I'm going to be using here today is I'm going to be doing two things. First thing I'm going to be using is a vinegar. Second stuff is going to be an acid. Third, it's going to be baking soda. Oh, and I almost forgot. You know what this is? And let me show you. That is a thermometer. Okay. More specifically, this right here is a cooking thermometer. You know why I'm using a cooking thermometer instead of a regular one?
I think it's more accurate for temperature.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it is accurate with in terms of temperature, but the thing I'm using this is because sometimes chemicals can get super hot. Okay, much more hotter than your regular temperature can or regular thermometer can measure. So I have to use this instead. Good. Okay. So let's do the lab. I will be following this paper here, so you follow with me. Okay. So there's three different goals for this lab. Number one is I can apply lab safety properly, which I did, right? I used my lab safety. I'm okay. I can perform the lab. Number two is demonstrating your scientific skills. And this is what we're doing here, trying to demonstrate your scientific skills. And number three, we're going to analyze heat transfer in a chemical reaction. Basically, we're measuring Q using MC delta T. All right. What is the purpose or the overview of this lab? If you take a look at this particular page right here, it tells you the purpose. The purpose is we're trying to find the heat of solutions of two different solutions. Number one, a vinegar, and number two, something called a muriatic acid. The difference between these two is vinegar is a very, very weak acid. Muriatic acid is a little stronger form of an acid. Okay? We are going to be mixing this thing with something called baking soda. Baking soda is a mild base. So what happens when I mix a base with an acid? What am I supposed to get?
A salt and water.
A salt and not using a styrofoam cup. Instead, I'm using a graduated cylinder, or sorry, a beaker. Okay, so maybe you need to cross that styrofoam cup out and use a beaker instead, because remember, you will have to write a lab report with your materials and so forth, right? And there is a change happening. The reason I switched from a styrofoam cup to a beaker is that I want you to see how the reaction happens. That's why I changed it. Okay. All right. I have the scale and the balance here. I have a 100 mil graduated cylinder right here. I have my thermometer. I have my baking soda. I have my vinegar, and I have my acid right here. Good. Let's go to the procedure. What is the first step?